Do you always find yourself waking up between the hour of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m.? Then, if you do, you need to pay attention to what is causing that. You need to pay attention to your sleep. You need to pay attention to what is making you to wake up at that ungodly hour that you're supposed to still be deep in sleeping, but you keep finding yourself waking up. You need to pay attention to it. Hello, amazing family. You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace Godwin, and I'm pleased to have you here in today's video. So today I'll be talking about the reason why you are waking up at 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Yeah, so it's something that you need to pay attention. So please stay tuned. Now, there could be so many reasons why you are waking up at this hour. This hour, 3 a.m., you're supposed to be sleeping, but you keep finding yourself waking up every day, every time, and it's something that you seriously need to pay attention to. There are so many reasons, and one of the reasons why you might be waking up around 3 a.m. could be because you have a troubled heart. Maybe there's something that is bothering you, something that is bothering your mental health, something that's making you to be worried. Is one reason why you can be waking up, or you could be waking up around 3 a.m. when you're supposed to be sleeping. Yeah. So it's possible that there is a situation, there is a problem, there is this thing that is getting you bothered. There is this thing that is disturbing your peace of mind. There is something that has taken away that peace in you that is making you to want to wake up around 3 a.m. So when you have a troubled heart, when you have something that is disturbing your mind and disturbing your inner peace, it's one thing that can make anyone to wake up around 3 a.m. Yeah. Now, number two reason you can wake up around 3 a.m., or reason why you're waking up around that 3 a.m. when you're supposed to be sleeping, might be that you slept on time. Maybe, early to bed, early to rise. So it is possible you slept very early that night, and that is the reason why you woke up, because your body, the whole of your body system has feel relaxed, and because of this, you are tend to wake up around 3 a.m. So imagine maybe when you slept around 7 p.m. or before 7 p.m. the previous day. Now the next day, which is around 3 a.m., you find yourself waking up. That means that your body has gotten enough relaxation. And this is why at that point in time, it feels like sleep is no more in your eyes. So when you sleep early, there's every tendency that you would wake up early. And this is another reason, another possible reason why you might find yourself waking up at that hour. Yeah. So, and also maybe if your body system is gotten used to the fact that you're always waking up. For instance, I'm a mom of two, and I do school runs for my kids. Yeah, I do school runs. So because of this, I set alarm clock. I know that we are not, the alarm clock is not what is actually waking me up. It's just by the grace of God that we are able to see a new day. Yeah, but since I'm a mom, I usually set an alarm clock to wake up at a particular time so that I can get my kids ready for school and get myself ready for work. So because of this, as long as it's something that I have been doing constantly, now it feels like my body system is used to waking up at this hour. Sometimes I wake up around 4:30 a.m., sometimes 5 a.m. No, no, by the time you wake up early, you will get things done, and your kids will go to school early. And I'm sure every parent wants such for their kids. Yeah, so most of the time I wake up by 4:30 a.m. or sometimes 5 to get things done, prepare lunch for my kids to take to school, and I also going to work on time. So because of this, my body tends to get used to waking up at this particular hour. So sometimes once it's 4 a.m. or 4:30 or even 5, I will just wake up. I will just find myself that I'm awake, and by then I feel my brain feels so relaxed. I feel so good. Yeah. So it is possible that your body system is used to waking up that early to maybe prepare for work or prepare for school runs or do one or two things. Yeah. So this is another reason. Now, all this reason that I've given is actually the physical reasons why you wake up around 3 a.m. Now, I want us to talk about the spiritual meaning of you waking up at that ungodly hour, which is 3 a.m. Now, the spiritual meaning is once you wake up around 3 a.m. when you're supposed to be sleeping, that is, if you're not having a bothered heart or you're somebody who doesn't usually wake up early, or you don't have any health condition that will keep you awake at that hour. If you don't have any of these other physical things that I have mentioned, then if you find yourself waking up around 3 a.m., the spiritual meaning means that waking up at this time, this hour that you're supposed to be sleeping is not actually a good sign, because it is believed that this is the hour that the enemies operate. This is the hour that so many things happens spiritually. This is the hour that the evil ones operate. This is the hour that sometimes it feels like the devil pays someone a visit in their dreams. That's if you find yourself waking up around 3 a.m. Yeah. So, and also, this is also the hour that a lot of evil things happen, because when humans are sleeping, that is when the enemies, that is when the evil ones wake up, the witches, or these bad things happens at night. Yeah. So, like I mentioned earlier, when you find yourself waking up around 3 a.m., it is possible that you had a nightmare, a very bad dream, or it is possible that it is like a manipulation by the enemies to do something to you at that ungodly hour. Yeah. So, but also, once you have the belief that something like this does not exist, then it is possible that you can say positive things to yourself. You tell yourself that no, these things can't happen to me. But believe me, this hour is when the enemies operate. This is when they strike. This is when somebody that's if somebody that has problems with you, if they cannot come to face you physically, this is the hour they tend to operate to maybe want to attack you or any member of your family, because they know you are asleep. You know, once someone is sleeping, it means that that person is half unconscious. When you're sleeping, you're not really aware of what is happening in the environment at that hour. That is why it is believed that this is the hour that evil ones strike. This is the hour that they operate in the night. And also, it can also be a way that if you wake up around 3 a.m., it is also a way God is trying to like speak to you or to wake you up so that you can pray against every evil plans of the enemies. It is a way God is trying to speak to you or to pass message to you. Maybe he's trying to wake you up to pray against the enemies since they are operating at that hour. So please, once you have this kind of signs, don't ignore, because ignorance has cost people a lot of things. Don't ignore when you see things like this. When you just all of a sudden you just wake up at this hour. It's not as if you have trouble heart. It's not as if you have anything that is disturbing you that would want to keep you awake at that hour. It is possible that God is trying to speak to you. Maybe God wants you to pray about something that is special to you, or maybe God wants you to pray so that you will nullify the plans of the enemies that they are planning at that hour. So please don't ignore these signs. Once you find yourself awake at this time, that's between the hour of 3 to 5 a.m., please, you need to pray, because God is trying to pass a message to you to wake up and pray. Yeah. So please do not ignore this sign. If you find yourself waking up at this time, like I mentioned earlier, there are so many reasons why somebody would want to wake up at that hour, but spiritually it means a lot of things. It is either you are having a nightmare, a bad dream, or an enemy paid you a visit in your dreams, or God is trying to wake you up to pray. Please, you need to pay attention to these things so that you don't get to lose anything that is dear to you. You don't get to lose any loved ones. Maybe God is trying to wake you up to pray for somebody in your family, or somebody in your life, or for yourself, against the plans of the enemies. So please don't ignore these signs. Once you find yourself, please pray and counter every evil plans of the enemy against your life and against your family, so that you don't get to lose anything that is dear to you. Yeah. So please, I hope this is going to be helpful. I want you to pay more attention to this and find out yourself the reason why you're waking up at this hour. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Please, if you find value, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. See you in my next video and stay blessed.